Hello and welcome to the Ladies European Tour and to the capital of England, London, for the PIF London Championship, part of the PIF Global Series. London was founded by the Romans back in AD 43, so an apt name for the venue, the Centurion Club, playing host for the 5th year in a row in the $2 million event, Par 73 Parkland layout. And a stellar lineup led by Carlotta Ciganda, a winner just 2 months ago on the LPGA Tour. Chiara Tambellini also in town, the Swiss, the winner of both the Order of Merit and the Rookie of the Year in 2024, something Mimi Rhodes is looking to emulate, the Englishwoman with 3 wins already to her name. A reminder of how things work, 2 tournaments running side by side, the team one wrapping up after 2 days, the individual one ending on the 3rd. Scoring pretty simple for the team event, the best 2 scores from each hole counting. 4 players lining up with the captain picking 1 and 2 more added randomly. $500,000 split between the team event, with the remaining $1.5 million going to the individual side of things. Let's have a look at some of the key teams. Georgia Hall has previously guided a team to victory here, and she had former Aramco champion Pia Babnik, Ginny Ding and Teresa Toscano in her foursome. Chiara Tambellini had Tour School winner Daniela Darquea, Rosie Davies and Irish rookie Sarah Byrne in her side. Nastasia Nadeau entered as defending champion. Different teammates this time, but a strong-looking lineup with Laura Fuenfstueck and 2 Swedes, Sophie Bringner and Joanna Wrigley. Cassandra Alexander loves these team tournaments. 4 PIF Global Series event wins over the years. She had promising rookie Brianna Navarosa, Charlotte Lafar and an LET winner in Lisa Pettersson in her side. Not 1, but 2 brand new trophies on the line. Let's catch up with the action. The weather was in keeping with the British summer of 2025. It was very pleasant. Team Carlotta Ciganda couldn't quite get going on the opening day. The captain could though. This a brilliant shot from the Spaniard at the 8th, part of an opening day, 5 under. Team Sara Kuskova closed 14 under thanks in no part to the exploits of Alexandra Swain. Despite hailing from a Caribbean island with no golf course, the girl from the US Virgin Islands produced a brilliant 67 to share the individual lead at 6 under. Georgia Hall, a form player around the Centurion Club, winning the team event in 2023 and losing in a playoff in 2024. And individually, she's never finished outside the top 5 in the previous 4 years around here. The major winner produced one of the putts of the day at the 11th. The team closed 15 under and just 3 shots back. As were Team Chiara Tambellini, led by Captain Fantastic. The Swiss, with her sister on the bag, pocketing a closing birdie for a round of 5 under, and her team in a tie for 5th. That left them alongside Team Shannon Tan. A real team effort with Tan's 72, added to by Amy Taylor's 73, Kelsey McDonald and Natasha Husted both shooting a 70. 2 shared 3rd, one of those Team Cassandra Alexander. Both she and Charlotte Lafar going well. Englishwoman Lafar the pick, 4 under, who could have just 2 back in the individual event. Celine Boutier chose April Angurasarani to be in her team, and she paid the captain back in style at the 13th, the tie with a bit of magic with the flat stick to help Team Boutier into 2nd.
April Angurasarani, how about that? Well, that sees a leap up the leaderboard.
But out ahead was Team Nastasia Nadeau. Laura Fuenfstueck the standout, the London-based German with a round of 6 under to share the lead individually and help the team to 18 under par. Team Boutier 2nd with Team Anne Van Dam joining Team Alexander in a tie for 3rd. But with the wind set to get up on Saturday, nearly all teams were still in with a sniff. Laura Fuenfstueck at the top of this leaderboard as well, but co-leader Alexandra Swain all the more impressive considering the facilities she has back home.
I have no golf course. I hit on a field when I'm at home. I don't even get to putt. But yeah, it create some character in my game. I definitely can hit out of some interesting lies and some tall grass. We've got tarantulas and fire ants, so we have to be careful.
The weather remained hot but windy as the team event came to its conclusion. Carlotta Seganda's team hopes never got going this week, but she remained in the hunt for the individual title. Out early, Seganda, after her opening 68, followed it with a 1 under par 72, enough to put her in the clubhouse at 6 under overall. Team Tambellini began the front 9 strongly, making the turn 10 under, and thanks to this at the 11th from Daniela Darquea, they moved to 26 under. They seemed the ones to beat. But Team Nastasia Nadeau also going along well, led by the individual leader, Laura Fuenfstueck. This her 3rd birdie of the day at the 8th. And another was to follow at the 9th thanks to this beautiful wedge into the par 5. It would move her to 10 under and Team Nadeau to 24 under par. Fuenfstueck in line for both titles. And the birdie showed no sign of drying up for Team Nadeau, the French woman swinging the club nicely at the 10th. She would go on to make the putt for another team birdie. Team Perrine Delacour started the day well back, so much so they were finishing on the 9th. But on a day with more ups and downs than the London stock market, she produced a bit of magic at the par 5 6th. An eagle to move them to 26 under. That left them tied for the lead, but not for long thanks to one of the luckiest shots of the day. 4 was the shout, fortunate was the result. From a possible drop shot, she would make the green in 2 and walk off with a real bonus birdie. Team Cassandra Alexander also well in the mix. After a quiet opening 9, they got going on the back thanks in no part to the power from the South African captain on the par 5 13th.
Oh, this is lovely from Alexander. What a shot!
Georgia Hall does what she always does at Centurion, contend, not in the individual hunt, but a team sniffing the title. This one of 2 team birdies at the 17th to move them to 26 under. Team Nadeau continued their serene progress. This approach right on the money from Joanna Wrigley as both she and Sophie Brigner would make birdie to move the team to 27 under par. Up ahead, Team Georgia Hall were setting the clubhouse lead. Both she and Teresa Toscano birdieing the last to enter the clubhouse at 28 under. They could only watch and wait. Remarkably, Team Tambellini were one of those unable to go past them. Without a team birdie since the 13th, they needed this from Rosie Davis at the last to move level with Team Hall. This then to take the clubhouse lead for Team Tambellini. Very makeable for Darquea. It thought about it, but not to be. Another team, 28 under par. Team Alexander moved to within 2 shots at the 16th. Brianna Navarosa with a sumptuous iron for what would be a tap-in birdie. They were now 26 under. And at the 17th, they would move a shot closer. A good tee shot from the captain and an even better bounce at the par 3. Another birdie and within 1 shot of Team Hall and Team Tambellini. But over on the front 9, a remarkable story was developing. Danielle du Toit was only teeing it up after coming in as a replacement for the injured Charlie Hull, and the South African was grasping her opportunity. Out in 10 under over the back 9 of this layout, the birdies for her, Sarah Kemp, Marta Sanz-Barrio and Megan Dennis kept coming. Up to 26 under, and du Toit set up another chance at the 8th. At 27 under, Team Nadeau though stood in the driving seat, but suddenly the birdies were drying up. This more in hope than in expectation from the captain. Still no team birdies since 13. Back at 8, du Toit had a chance to put some real pressure on. Hardly a straightforward birdie chance, but
Oh, what a time to strike as well.
Meanwhile, Team Alexander were making a mess of the 18th. Charlotte Lafar and Lisa Pedersen, the only players with birdie chances, and neither could make them. They would close 27 under. Another competitor down, Darquea then in with a real chance for one of the most unlikeliest of victories. All the more probable after this approach at the 9th. Teammate Megan Dennis also in with a birdie chance at their final hole. And things took another remarkable twist at the 17th for Team Nadeau. Yet another hole without a team birdie, and to make things worse, it would be a team bogey. The lead gone back to 26 under with one to play. Back to hole 9 and another late entrant with a key putt. Megan Dennis only made the field on this Sunday. She stood up what was her final hole for a crucial birdie.
How about that, and what a time to strike for Megan Dennis.
Team Darquea then 28 under with this to come from the accidental captain. Birdie putt to move them one clear, and it was never in doubt. From teeing it up at an LET Axis event in Sweden on Wednesday to potentially holding a winning putt, Darquea had led her team to 29 under and in the box seat. It meant Team Nadeau needed a birdie and eagle down the last to draw level, and in truth, it never looked likely. A good effort from Fuenfstueck, but like the putt, they would come up short. Over at 9, Team Darquea had no idea what they had done. But finding out the news, the celebrations could begin. Finishing on the front 9 with 2 late entrants, remarkably, they were the champions. 2 closing birdies from Team Nadeau saw them share second alongside Team Hall and Team Tambellini. Team Alexander 5th with Team Delacour 6th. But it's Team Darquea with Sarah Kemp and Martin Sanz-Barrio making up their 4 with Megan Dennis, stunning the big names. They are the PIF London Championship Team Champions. Still plenty to play for. Laura Fuenfstueck in the driving seat at 9 under, a 3-shot lead, but behind the German, a leaderboard stacked with LET winners. Stay with us to see if Fuenfstueck could close it out for her first victory, or if the chasing pack could deny her. All the action from the final round after the break. Hello and welcome back to London and the final round of the PIF London Championship at the Par 73 Centurion Club, where Laura Fuenfstueck stands on the brink of her first title. The German with a 3-shot lead, healthy enough, but without a win to her name and with plenty of winning experience below her, it would be a long 18 holes for the London-based 30-year-old. Let's catch up with some of the early action. With temperatures in the high 20s with low wind, golfing perfection. Ecuador's Daniela Darquea entered the final day 4 shots back, a good start needed. This would be a birdie at the first, but 2 bogeys would follow at 2 and 3. Manon de Roy began with a bang. A brilliant second at the opening par 5 that just kept on getting better. It would lead to an eagle and take the Belgian to 8 under par. Overnight leader Laura Fuenfstueck parred the opening 2 holes, and then at the 3rd she went into the trees and missed her putt for bogey. Kim Metro was right on track though. The Swiss with 4 birdies in her opening 6 holes to shoot up the leaderboard before dropping a shot at the 7th. Mimi Rhodes also starting well, the 3-time winner collecting 3 birdies on her opening 9. It was getting tight at the top. Carlotta Saganda, though, surprisingly slipping down the leaderboard. The Spaniard was having a rare nightmare final day, a bogey at 2, a double at 5, and then another drop shot at 6. And it was a similar story for Fuenfstueck, who was no longer leading. A much-needed first birdie of the day came at the 7th, that though undone with another bogey at 9. De Roy showing them how it was done. While she bogeyed the 3rd, she was enjoying the par 5s. On in 2 here at the 9th. She would go on to pick up another birdie and get herself into the lead. The Belgian looking for a 4th LET title, now the one to catch. Olivia Cowan and Alice Hewson amongst those making a Sunday move. I'm Richard Kaufman, alongside me Sophie Walker, and Fuenfstueck's nervy start, Sophie, means this is now wide open.
Olivia Cowan is 6 under par for her day. We could be looking at another German with an English accent going on top, but not there for Cowan. That one sneaks by the right edge.
Yeah, definitely got her putting boots on though today. Just started with a new putting coach, which is very unlike Olivia, having a coach of any sort.
It's been a while, hasn't it? She's been mentioning how she looks after her own golf swing. Remember, her father was a golf coach for a very long time, so she knows the mechanics. But good news, switching for a putting coach. New eyes, clearly working.
Now this 12th hole, a tough hole. Metro trouble off the tee, so 3rd shot here.
Inside 100 yards to a back right flag. It's a good leave there. Got that for par.
Had that really fast start to the day, but things have slowed up since. Here's the leader.
A mistake with her 2nd shot from 89 yards. And does not negotiate the shoulder as well as she would like. Not bad though. Needed to be below the hole from that number in.
That eagle at the first, birdie at 9. Which was why she's the one to catch. Talking of picking up shots on the par 5s, Daniela Darquea birdied the 3 par 5s on the front 9, so she's 2 back now.
From 190. This is a par 5 settle. Oh, just an iron into 13. She's got that left for eagle.
So nice to have the sunshine. Not always been the case over the years when we've been at the Centurion Club. Now Adela Fuenfstueck playing her first regular Ladies European Tour tournament as a pro. The French player's going well. She'll have that to get to 3 under for the day.
2 top 5s already this season for Metro. This one uphill, right to left. Oh. She's going to fall back to -6.
Amazing, isn't it? She must have holed about 100 feet worth of putts over that first 6 holes. Nothing's gone in since.
Cowan turned a 9-iron through the back here of 17. A delicate chip to come. Nice touch there.
Yeah, par 5, 18th to come, very much in reach. Tester though this for De Roy.
Holds a nerve. That is a good 2-putt. Stays in the lead.
A little jaunty spring in the step for Manon De Roy. He's been playing mainly on the LPGA Tour this year. Now Mimi Rhodes bogeyed 11, missed a short one for birdie at 12. This for eagle at 13.
But it'll be the simplest of birdie putts to come.
Looking for win number 4 of this amazing season, off the back of a really fun week at Royal Porthcawl last week too. Went out in 40 for the overnight leader. She's gone from 3 in front to 2 behind. 8 holes still to play. Much to ponder though for Laura Fuenfstueck.
Darquea can afford to hit this one. It's slow uphill left to right to get to 8 under par.
for a share of the lead, but it will be a guaranteed 5th birdie of the day for the Ecuadorian. So one behind De Roy.
11th tee box, Fuenfstueck with 6-iron, 171 yards. Pin at the front. Oh, that's a fabulous shot. Key to her game these first 2 days with approach play.
Back over to 13. And this for another to get to 7 under par. Nicely done. A little bit of a confidence booster last week at Royal Porthcawl.
And spoke to a champion in Karen Stupples, which gave her some good feedback and moved her in the right direction mentally for these weeks.
De Roy to try and stretch the lead, but that's never really going to threaten for the Belgian. Tap in for her par. Back to Fuenfstueck. Pity. Terrific tee shot. It wasn't a bad putt, just a little bit too much on it. So it looks like she'll have to settle for the par. Kind of different scenario now to the start of the day. She was the one to be caught, now she's chasing.
Yeah, and she's spoken about changing, how the swing has been changing on her throughout the course of the tournament. She needs to get it back on track, this back nine. Cowan at the back edge of 18. This to get to 9 under par. Turn. And now it needs to settle.
Yeah, you would think she needs to at least get to 8 under. Even then, you would think that probably wouldn't be enough.
.104 yards left for Laura Fuenfstueck. Pin at the very back of this green. Gap wedge. Oh, dialed in. Surely she converts that one.
Yeah, the lovely approach at 11, now that at 12. She looks back in business. Now this for Olivia Cowan for a 66, which would be the low round of the week. And with that, you feel slim hopes have all but disappeared. We'll see. Still have been an excellent day for her.
There's the pace, 5 under par. This is her on the 17th tee box. Clipping a 9-iron. All over it. Ooh, one more bounce and that would have had a look.
So Cowan to tidy up. Yeah, well done. 7 under. Last day 67. Unlikely to be enough, but a great effort from the German, and I suppose you never know. But it would be a surprise if 7 under's competitive.
It would, but Olivia hasn't got playing rights on Ladies European Tour or LPGA, and that win would have taken care of things.
Yeah, I think the look from her there suggested she knew that was a costly miss. Talking about costly misses, into the trees for De Roy, so playing her 3rd here at 12.
121 yards. Trying to work that one in from left to right. If you miss this fairway, it costs you a shot, and the Belgium's showing that right now, especially with Laura Fuenfstueck in tight.
Yeah, there are some mistakes out there right now. More trouble for Metro at 13, and that, unfortunately, is back-to-back bogeys for the Swiss.
Looking to avoid a bogey here. Long-range par putt. Has left a lot short on this back nine.
Well, the lead is back to 7 under par. Let's catch up last hole with Moa Folker. Started the week with a 76, so was scrambling to make the cut. Shot 69 yesterday. And that's a brilliant approach. She'll have that for a 68.
She's birdied 17. She's looking at eagle in 18 there, the Swede.
Well, 2 shots back coming to this hole. This to tie the lead.
First birdie of the back 9, and it's a welcome one for Laura Fuenfstueck. She's back at the top.
Well, to call the leaderboard at this PIF London Championship congested is an understatement. Nothing more Olivia Cowan can do amongst the quartet in the lead at 7 under par. Hello and welcome back to the final day of the PIF London Championship, where Moa Folker tapped home for a closing eagle. 6 under par, just 1 shot short of the clubhouse lead. And Van Dam in with a chance of victory. Big tee shot and a booming second from the Dutch big hitter at the par 5 15th. No eagle, but she would 2-putt from there for a vital birdie. Up ahead, Alice Hewson at 18. Player who grew up a few miles from here, almost finished in style. So close to a closing eagle. 68 though would see her finish at 7 under par. A similar story for playing partner Leanne Pace, the South African, also with a round of 68, so close to a 67 that would have given her the lead. Another good week for the 11th-time Ladies European Tour winner. While the third member of the group, young Frenchwoman Adela Sanusek, did land her eagle, and all 3 players would finish tied at 7 under par. And that good enough for a share of the lead. 7 players on that mark at 7 under, 4 of them with their 18 holes completed, so chances still for Darquea, De Roy and Fuenfstueck, and they're not the only ones still in with a chance.
Darquea came second in the team yesterday, looking to go 1 better today. This front pin on 16. Just a short iron in. He's eyeing it up. Oh, and that's a leave below the pin. It's in close.
Yeah, impressive final day from Darquea. This 14th's a toughie, Sophie.
Second hardest hole on the golf course, but it's the same yardage as the 11th. This is the same club. She hit a perler into 11. And has got the confidence to do the same into 14.
Well, there's only been 1 birdie here so far today. That came from Olivia Cowan. Are we about to see number 2? And Van Dam went into the water off the tee at 16. So this to try and save par.
Come back.
Back to 5 under. Only her 5th start of the year.
Well, De Roy has left herself some hard putts on this back 9. This would be a good 2-putt. Over the brow of the hill, right to left, and now it's going to run away from her. Decent.
Yeah, but not much between her for par and Fuenfstueck for birdie at this 14th. Darquea to hit the front. And we've got a new leader. And it's from the first player from Ecuador to play on the LET, Darquea to 8 under.
A chance to join her, but this isn't easy. This swings quite hard from right to left.
Brilliant. What a 2 that is. She's got a lot of support out there as well.
Her wife, Rosie Davies, has turned up on the back 9, and so has Fuenfstueck. Look at that, 2 under par, out in 40. It was all going wrong. But Gareth, her caddy there with a fist pump.
So 2 at 8 under. And here's Darquea, 17th tee, a player who lost her LPGA Tour card last year. Short par 3, smooth looking swing.
Oh, she won't be able to see quite how good that shot is. The flag is hidden behind the bunker on the right hand side.
Another tester for Manon de Roy.
Solid. Needs to hit it closer though on this back nine. And keep saying that's a good 2-putt, and that won't be enough.
One back now. Mimi Rhodes bogeyed the 14th, so she's back to 6 under.
Well, she had a hole-in-one last week at Royal Porthcawl.
Yeah, that went viral, didn't it?
Tugged that one. No Steph Kyriaku's golf ball to help her out this time.
Well, I think we're in for an exciting finish. Can Van Dam, despite that drop at the last, still keep herself in the picture? Runner-up earlier this year at the Dutch Ladies Open.
Only be a gap wedge for Anne. Come on down.
It's 6 years since her last Ladies European Tour title. Manon de Roy's came early this year in Australia.
Was left in the trees off the tee. Had to punch one. Has left herself in a divot though. That sounded heavy with a wedge, and it was.
And a similar length putt to the one she had on the last green. So some struggles for de Roy on this back nine.
It's always hard to read the putt when you're coming through these shadows. Can the 23-year-old do it? Oh, of course she can.
Gets to within 1, 7 under. Who's going to take this?
A view of Fuenfstueck's third, up the hill, 114 yards. Ball below her feet, so it's going to be hard to get to this left pin. Yeah, you can see the plateau, it just rejects all golf balls.
Yeah, made a bogey here yesterday. It was a difficult end to the second round. Had a 4-shot lead at one stage, now alongside Darquea, but the Ecuadorian has this for birdie.
Just dived across the front edge. She's hit every green on this back nine.
Well, we had a first Irish woman winning this event last year. Are we going to see the first Ecuadorian? Back to 15.
90 feet. Coming off the shoulder. It's a common sight, this back nine for de Roy, having to lag a long putt up close.
This to keep her hopes alive. Yeah, great 2. Needs to make eagle down the last though. We know she's capable of it. Good fight back after what was a difficult start to the day.
I think she was 3 over for the par 5s on the front nine.
South African Women's Open champion, just bogeyed 15, Perrine Delacour.
Oh, that's a delightful cut wedge into 16.
Well, it feels a while ago that she was out in front on her own. This to get there again.
Lacked pace.
That's going to test her nerve for sure. Player who really looked in her early days like she'd become a Ladies European Tour winner. Finished 9th on the Order of Merit back in 2019, the year Anne Van Dam was mopping up the titles.
She's only got wedge into 18, inside 150 yards. Come down.
Be a bit disappointed with that one, the Dutch woman. And the looks suggest that is the case.
Well, you do well to out-hit Anne van Dam down 18, but Darquea's done that. 135 yards, also with a wedge. Not a breath of wind. She doesn't like it either. Left. Well, that's nerves. That's the situation right there. 18th hole with a wedge missing the green.
Yeah, we've seen a few nervy moments from various players, including Manon de Roy, who really looked the favourite coming into this back nine. Whoa, she's now 2 over since the turn. She's going to have to dig deep, isn't she, to try and turn that around. Back to 18.
Needs to go for Rhodes. Good effort. Nobody's grabbed this trophy though, have they? They've all got into position. Nobody's made those clutch birdies yet.
Yeah, I've lost count, but it must be at least 9 or 10 players that have had a lead or a share of the lead at some point.
Good stroke.
Fluffy lie at the back of 18 for Darquea.
Downhill chip shot. Wants to land it just outside the shadows.
Needs to hit the hole. Oh, and it does. That was travelling. A little bit lucky, really.
Both, you would say. She got the line right, didn't she? Just not the pace, maybe because of that lie you were talking about.
Had a call with this to get to 6 under. Okay. Been a while since her last birdie. Came at the very opening hole of the day. Back to 18. Van Dam next.
Birdie on 17. This for eagle on 18.
What an eagle that is from Anne van Dam. What a fight back as well. How much did she enjoy that? But is it enough? She's got herself to 8 under par, but Darquea has this to get in the clubhouse at -9.
New clubhouse leader, -9, round of 68. And such an important up and down there on the 18th hole.
Are we about to see more history on the LET? An Ecuadorian leading 9 under. Mimi Rhodes to finish at 8 under. Well, it's going to be a 77 under. It will cost her a few order of merit points, but it'll leave her tied for 4th, which means she should stretch her lead in the rankings. Never nice to finish with a putt like that, though.
No, but it is her first top 10 since her win in May. Good 2 weeks here in Britain for Rhodes.
A new leader, and from an LET standpoint, a new country as well. Daniela Darquea finishing at 9 under. What next at this PIF London Championship? Welcome back to the PIF London Championship, where Daniela Darquea waits to see if she's about to become the first player from Ecuador to win on the LET. Her lead is 1 over Laura Fuenfstueck.
Still 2 holes to play for Fuenfstueck. This 124 yards with a pitching wedge. Her par 3 play has been outstanding this back 9, and that's the best of the lot. Clutch there from the German.
What a time to produce that. Absolute nails from Fuenfstueck. What a birdie opportunity. One that would take her alongside Darquea, but with the par 5 to come that everyone's being eating up. This is Perrine Delacour for eagle.
I thought that ball marker was in the way there. I've asked the playing partner to move that one.
Well, glorious summer's afternoon on the outskirts of London. And what a big moment for Laura Fuenfstueck.
Inside left, and it goes. That is a massive birdie.
But it was never missing, and it all means a birdie at 18, and the title will be hers.
You would think that was the hardest of the birdies to make as well on 17.
Yeah, the simplest of birdies for Perrine Delacour. So a final round 73 from her. She'll finish at 6 under. Well, she can only watch and wait. It's out of her hands now. And you can't get much closer to this bunker without being in.
Well, she laid up with a 3-wood and, well, just laid up 3 yards short of it. It's got 186 yards to the pin. It's a hybrid. Sounded good. The line's decent. Oh, it's better than decent. That's amazing. She has hit 2 outrageous shots coming in right when it mattered on 17 and then into 18.
2 putts for the title, and she must now her chances of being in a playoff are unlikely, but we'll see. Been a better back 9 after that tough first 9 holes for Carlota Ciganda.
Looking to get this one up and down. Good touch there.
Yeah, 3 under since the turn, so hopefully pop that in. Par 73 around the Centurion Club. It's a venue we've got to know well over the last 5 years. Daniela Darquea's first time here as a rookie on the LET. But it's all about what Laura Fuenfstueck does next.
Had a glimpse at the leaderboard. She knows she has 2 putts to win this. Downhill, left to right.
Nicely done. Could easily get away from you, that putt, really quick, but she cozied it down there well. Short putt for a breakthrough win. Nice to see the crowds enjoying the weather, enjoying the golf. Not the back 9 that Manon de Roy was hoping for.
She nearly holed her wedge from 110 yards. Oh, and you're right, that sums it up. She's going to have 34 putts on this final round.
Yeah, she'll head back though to the LPGA Tour with some good confidence, going well in the US. It's a first birdie of the back 9 is 72, so in that big tie for 4th at 7 under par. And it really has been a tale of 2 halves for Carlota Ciganda.
Out in 41. This to come back in 32. There you go.
Yeah, level par for the day. But she really gave herself too much to do after that start. Wasn't the best of starts either for Laura Fuenfstueck, but it looks like it's going to end with the prize. This for the title. From early nerves to ultimate joy, it's a Ladies European Tour breakthrough for Laura Fuenfstueck.
And that relief, it's not just about the journey, it's the setbacks, it's those near misses. They're all washed away now with this win, finally, for Laura Fuenfstueck.
All smiles now. Hard-fought victory. And I'm sure we're going to see, there we are, her wife Ladies European Tour player Rosie Davies joining in the celebrations.
Hayley Davis, a Ladies European Tour player there. And finally the champagne. The celebrations can begin, and it will be a good one.
Well, so many players at one point or another had the lead in this final round. But in the end, one lady left standing, and that's Laura Fuenfstueck, who wins the PIF London Championship by a single stroke over Daniela Darquea. Celine Boutier, Patti Tavatanakit and Carlotta Saganda, some of the big names here this week, all finishing in the top 20. But in her 115th Ladies European Tour start, a first trophy in the injury-hit career of Laura Fuenfstueck, she was literally hungry for success.
At the beginning of the day, I said to myself, I want to earn this today, and I think I did on the back nine. I was so nervous. I had like half a sausage for breakfast. I'm starving now. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased, and whew, yeah, that was fun.
Another good week for Mimi Rhodes sees the Englishwoman stretch her lead over Sara Kuskova in the order of merit. Fuenfstueck moves up to 11th. Quite a list of names in the Rookie of the Year race in three-time winner Rhodes, Belgium champion Darcy Harry and two-time winner Lottie Woad. Darquea climbs up to 7th. The long run of Nelly Korda is finally over at the top of the Rolex World Rankings, with former LET Order of Merit winner Gino Titicun taking over at the top, Charlie Hull in 10th. Well, thanks for watching as Laura Fuenfstueck got that winning feeling in her adopted home. A round that encapsulated her career, resolve, resilience and determination, and now an LET champion. Stay in touch at ladieseuropeantour.com. Bye-bye for now.